So today we're moving on. The first term will now not have a coefficient of 1. It will have a coefficient of another number. So things will be a little bit different today. On your assignment, you're also going to experience having to factor out the greatest common factor before you can even do the X method. So we'll talk about all those things. The first part's just an example, so let's go straight to example 1. Now your steps will be the same. The only thing that's going to be different is on this final step right here, you're going to have to simplify the fraction if you can. Okay? So our first job is to multiply A times C. So what is A? What is C?
8.
So 5 times 8 is? And what is B? 22. So I'm looking for factors of 40 that add up to 22. Now don't forget that I have taught you how to find factors in your calculator. You can simply go to y equals and type in 40 divided by x, and that will tell you the factors of 40. So I go to the table and I say, okay, I need two numbers. They're both plus signs. So I need two numbers that multiply to 40 that add up to 22. Do y'all already see it? What is it? 2 times 20. So over here is just listed a table for you if you want to list out factors. You don't have to. So what goes here? 2 over A. Well, what is the value of A? 5. So this is going to be 2 over 5. Is that in its simplest form? Yes, so I'm good there. Now I'm going to do 20 over A, and A is that in its simplest form? No, I can simplify. If I divide the top and bottom both by 5, I'm left with 4 on top and 1 on bottom. It must be in its simplest form. Now I do bottoms up. So this is going to be 5 times, bottoms up, this gets the x. So I have 5 times x plus 2. So this term goes first with the x. That one goes second. How would I write the next one? 1x plus 4 or just x plus 4, either way. So the only thing we're adding in today is the fact that you probably will have to simplify a fraction. Okay? All right, let's look at this one. My first job is to multiply A times C. So 7 times 2 is? And what is B? All right, let's talk about it. I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to positive 14, but that will add to negative 9. So they're both going to be negatives. Very good. So what do y'all know? Negative 2 times negative 7. If you're not sure, use that calculator and you'll be able to see it. Negative 2 times negative 7. Now I take these and I put them over A. So negative 2 over what's A? Now stop and ask yourself, is that in its simplest form? If you don't know, just use alpha y equals and it will fix it for you. Okay? All right, now I do negative 7 over 7. Is that in its simplest form? Hello? No. So I have negative 1 over 1. Bottoms up. Which one of these gets the x? So I have 7x plus 2 or minus 2? Minus 2 times 1x, or just x minus 1. Okay, y'all try this one on your own. All right, did everybody get A times C is 24 and B is 10? Yes? What were your factors of 24 that add up to 10? All right, and then I have to do 4 over A. What's A? 3. Is that in its simplest form? Yes. Then I have to do 6 over 3. Is that in its simplest form? No. So I have to divide the top and bottom both by 3. Now, y'all do realize if you don't know how to do this, which y'all should, you can go to alpha y equals option 1 and put in 6 over 3, and it will simplify it for you, and that's 2 over 1. Okay? All right, so I have bottoms up 3x plus 4 times 1x plus 2. Okay, try the next one on your own. Remember to use your calculator if you need factors. How did we do? Did y'all check it with mine? All right, let's do one more. All right, 4 times negative 15 is negative 60, and B is 4. If I want, I can go to my calculator to use y equals and put in negative 60 divided by x. I go to my table and I'm looking for two numbers that add up, excuse me, to equal 4. Now, since I know that this last term's a negative, it's going to have to be a negative times a positive, so I'm going to go into the negatives. Y'all see it? Yes? Negative 6 times 10 will give me positive 4. So I have negative 6 over 4 and 10 over 4. Can both of those fractions be simplified? Yes. I can divide both the top and bottom by 2, so I'm left with negative 3 halves, and I'm left with 5 halves. Bottoms up, 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 5. Y'all want to do any more, or y'all feel comfortable? Anybody? Okay, let me pass out the assignment. I am going to have to go through some stuff on the assignment because there's some stuff that you have to factor out first. So be patient. Okay, put your name on it. There are 14 that you're going to need the X method. And if you notice on the back pages, I have the X's for you, so just like always, you can unstaple it and use it. Now, I want us to look at number 6 together. So I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be number 6. So I have 2x squared plus 3x minus 6. All right, so A times C, what's 2 times negative 6? Negative 12. And what is B? Okay, so we're looking for factors of negative 12 that add up to 3. So let's go to our calculator. Do y'all see it or no? Do y'all see the factors or no? Y'all see 2 factors that will add up to 3? I'm waiting for y'all to give me one. Will that add up to 3? No. Will this one? No. Will this one? No. No. Nope. So what happens if it doesn't work? It's called prime, meaning you can't factor it. Like it just doesn't factor. Okay? So on here, whenever you cannot factor it, it is called prime. There is one more that cannot be factored. Okay? Now, number 13, you have to do a step before you can factor. So number 13 can be factored, but I'm going to teach you what you have to do first. So everybody look at number 13. What do y'all notice about all the coefficients to number 13? They can all be divided by 3. So you can factor out a 3 on that. And say 3 times a squared plus, well, 30 divided by 3 is 10. A plus, what's 63 divided by 3? 21. Now when you do your X method, you're only looking at this part. And your final answer will have a 3 out front. With your factor. Make sense? I just realized it was on the assignment. That's the only one like that. That's why I just did it for you. Okay, so there's 2 up top that are prime. I did 1 for you. There's 1 more that you cannot factor. Okay, so as your answer, what will you write? Prime. And then at the bottom, solve each equation. What did I tell you all about solving? You can do them in your calculator, but they must be set equal to 0. So calculator, but set equal to 0. Okay, make sure you're combining like terms if you need to. So like on number 24, you're going to pull this 10D over here by subtraction. And you're going to pull this 35 over by subtraction. So it would be 6D squared. 21 minus 10 is 11D minus 35. And that's what you're going to put in your calculator. Set it equal to 0. Does everybody understand? Okay, get busy.